Welcome to your message. I'm just gonna hop right in because this message is gonna be for whoever it's for. I pretty much already know who's gonna be viewing because I already got confirmations, but obviously Spirit needs some things to be said. And though I don't have to, I always get clearance before I give messages, especially these kind. So this message is going to be for those who are karmics, those who are divine counterparts, those who are cross watchers, whatever category you fit under, you'll know if this message is for you. And I don't talk about personal experience and behind the scenes, what's going on. So if my team has me speaking on 111, as I say that, has me speaking on personal experience, especially, which I don't do because I'm a private person. I know it's for a reason. Also, the subject I would be speaking on, I know it's because those who the message involves, I know they'll be watching. So that's Spirit's way of letting me know who has their eyes on me. 144, as I say that on the timer. And if you could hear, there's alarm bells going off in the background. Last week I heard them. The prior week to that, I heard increased sirens, okay? Random times of the day. Sometimes quickly, sometimes they drug on and on and on. So I'm saying that to say, those are also your confirmations. That's how Spirit lets you know you need to be aware of what's going on. Beware of your surroundings, okay? 222 now on the timer. And so, like I said, I have some specific confirmations that I've been given prior to this reading or message. It may turn into a reading since I said that, but I don't feel like a lot of people understand how energy works. That's very apparent. And I just want to make a clarification right now, because this message may sound negative, but you have to put yourself where you fit. There are negative energies watching from fake pages. And this message is for you, but there are also positive energies, 314 as I say that, watching these messages for a positive and very different reason. So in that case, you will want to be watching from a fake page. In both cases, understand that I'm aware, and as I say that, 333 on the timer. I want to make abundantly clear to the negative energies, whatever category you fall under. I don't even care if you're an entity. I will say, my team's always going to let me know what's going on prior to it happening. And when I say that, I mean that. I'm dedicated to my path and what I came here to do. So my team's not going to let me falter or fail. I may be rerouted at times, but it just makes for a greater comeback, is what I want to say. So, like I said, some people don't understand how energies work. So what if I told you some of these confirmations that I get, that I read to you, are also for me? Lets me know who's watching, okay? 444 as I say that, because it's my protection. Your energy precedes you, whether positive or negative, okay? It's just how it works. A lot of the times, if you are this negative energy keeping tabs on somebody, understand that the actual entity working through you is using you as a tool. That's all you are, okay? And I didn't plan to say that, but that's just what was channeled through. So when I speak about your energy preceding you, I'm 10 steps ahead, literally, because I've already recorded this message. So these confirmations, I already know who's coming to watch the message. The message is recorded prior to you watching it, right? That's how energy works. That means I can feel you coming, okay? I can feel your energy. It precedes you, whether positive or negative. Intentions is what I should say. Now, when I speak about personal experience. So my birthday just passed, and I was supposed to be somewhere on my birthday weekend, and I did not make it there for good reason, because the negative energies that preceded me were also headed in the same direction. Therefore, I did not make it to my destination. And you can hear the horn honks there for confirmation. I didn't make it to my destination. And I wasn't supposed to, though I wanted to be there. So with that being said, 654, as I say that, things will turn around, because my birthday was the weekend of 4, 5, 6. Just yesterday in a reading, I spoke about not being able to make it to a destination because it's protection. And when I say protection, literal protection, because there's a particular person who literally wanted to cause physical harm. My team ain't gonna let it happen. So if you was disappointed, because I know you watching, if you was disappointed, it is what it is. And there's an energy of eye for an eye here. 747 as I say that. Ace of Swords. Truth and clarity was brought into a situation, and truth and clarity is being brought into that same situation now. Can't derail this train. It ain't gonna happen. Now, like I said, there may be detours at a time. There may be pauses, but it ain't gonna stop. The train ain't gonna stop. It's gonna make it to the destination, whether you like it or not. It just is what it is. The confirmation that I got to go ahead and put this reading out literally was the Judgment card. And it is what it is. This full moon in Libra, which the full moon's energy precedes itself as well. So prior to the full moon, judgment was being dispensed, administered, okay? With that being said, I'm gonna get into some of these confirmations, because I do feel like there's other messages that want to come through. And I may just go to the cards. 911 as I say that. Judgment, what I just spoke on. Confirmation, expedition, candy coated. Full moon, spell work, dark magic. Bad company, friends or corporation. 929 as I say that. Frozen grapes. Bystander with hard feelings, hanged man energy. Now the energy of the hanged man is someone who put themselves in that position, okay? And they're literally caught up, okay? But it's by their own doing. Now this speaks about a bystander. So a bystander in a situation may not have known, confirmation if you can hear that banging, what type of situation they were in, but they followed on their own accord, okay? Florida, chaos, jail drama, okay? Ring the alarm, 444. Peanut butter, Memphis, the king. Do anything for clout. Clouds could be significant. It could be cloudy or rainy where you are. Skeletons in the closet, can't face the mirror. Old friends, girl trip. Palm trees could be significant. The moon and star is giving me Muslim. Okay, so that could be significant as well. Shroom chaser, can't face reality. Take it as it resonates. I'm hearing wrestling. I believe that's wine. Retro tings, like Jamaican. Okay, so Jamaica could be significant. Dallas Cowboys, or just Dallas could be significant. Mic, name or speaker. So like a speaker on a mic. Okay, somebody may have recently gave some type of presentation. Meal ticket, winning ticket. Someone may have just won the lottery in any denomination. 1133 as I say that. Trashed the place. And I'm seeing a hotel scene, okay? Block out the media and too much tarot. Okay, so block out the media. Someone may be watching too much news or social media, okay? Too much tarot. Somebody, 1155 as I say that. You're watching too many tarot readings. So if you continuously watch tarot readings over and over and over and over, okay, and you're not trusting your intuition, you can muddy the waters of the message. 1212 as I say that. So just be mindful. Also, you want to watch the energy of the reader, okay? 1221 as I say that. Fated encounter, yes, they are the one. Okay, so those are direct confirmations that I got from this. So I did not pull them from the bag. I wrote them down as I channeled them because I already know they're for this reading, but I feel like I will go to the bag. So let's see. Is there anything the collective needs to know? And I do see 6 of Cups. That is a reunion number, a coming together, a message of coming together. 9 of Cups I'm now seeing with the King of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. Okay. King of Pentacles is someone who can provide for themselves and others. And the other day, I got the message, walking with wolf spirit, okay? And here he is sitting with a wolf. 1331 as I say that. Now, the message was for me, but if it's a divine counterpart message, this is the masculine energy, you also walk with wolf spirit. And as I say that, it means no fear, okay? Also, wolves run in packs. I just saw the 6 of Cups. That is a reunion number. It will happen. So, let's see. What other messages need to come through for anyone watching this message? And as I asked that question, 1414 on the timer. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, okay? But in reverse, that's picking up momentum. So like I said, things can be slowed down, paused, maybe at a standstill for a minute, but things will pick up, okay? 1444, as I say this, can't derail this train. It's gonna make it to its destination, okay? One way or the other. 4 Swords. This is a time of recuperating, okay? And actually, red string of fate, okay? Draped over her, and it's here, okay? Connected to the heart. So where it looks like there's enough room for someone else to be in this space, the heart is there. So this is connected by that invisible string. It cannot be broken, okay? The moon. Just talked about that full moon magic, that dark magic. This is an energy of secrecy, but also privacy, like I spoke on. Big on privacy, because not everybody needs to know your business. So trust cross watchers and snoopies watching this video. If I'm speaking on something, trust it's not by mistake or accident, okay? You may have the information, but if you don't know the blueprint, you can't do shit with it. Let me just say that. Wolf spirit, okay? Light and shadow. I have light and shadow protectors. I've spoken on it before. So be mindful when you come for me. This is an energy of someone drowning. Water is emotions, okay? So there could have been some type of energy who wants you to feel that way. Seven of Pentacles. The phrase, and it actually came out yesterday in a reading. It came out of the confirmation bag. What God has put together, no man can tear apart. The seeds that have been planted, the plan that has been written, okay? It's rooted, deeply rooted. No one can affect it. You know, when I speak about eye for an eye energy, 1717, as I say that, and that's the star. Progress by any means. Eye for an eye energy is, all it is your karma coming for you. And as you can see, I'm shifting the message back and forth as the energy comes through me for who the message is meant for. That's how energy works. Now, speaking about karma, eye for an eye, 1747 specifically, as I say this, Ace of Swords. If you're literally trying to affect someone's free will and end them, literally end them physically, what you think your karma gonna be? Now, I feel intentionally affect someone's free will, okay? Someone may do mirror magic. Having people caught up in their head, all this chaos, okay? What you put out into the world, you will receive back. Okay, eye for an eye, karma. Positive or negative, you set the intention of the karma you receive. You set the intention of the karma you receive. This is chaos. Chaos and conflict. 1911, 911, judgment. 1919, as I look up, and that is the sun. All good things are coming for those who have positive, aligned intentions. Ace of Pentacles. And if you ask me, that looked like the sun. Ace of Pentacles, this is good things in love and career, okay? Judgment. Same confirmation I got to give this message. Judgment. And that's my guides reminded me because I got cut off. The energy of judgment. Like, I feel like I end up giving these messages, and I knew I was going to give this message I didn't know why and in what context about 2 years ago, because I was enlightened to it then. And I'm just now giving this message because I had to learn how to speak with tact. And so it's taken about 2 years for me to learn that. Now, my guides, the energy of judgment is here. And I'm seeing a hammer. So that's the judgment. Okay, final call, last call for alcohol may be significant. That's the final call. This is a warning for somebody or some people. And forgiveness is huge. But my guides, my team has more sympathy for people, I should say, than I do. Me being here in this physical realm, because the Oakland in me just be like, put them on blast. I don't care to continue to give these type of messages and warnings and because me in this meat suit is a different me than my higher self, if you catch my drift. But I agreed to be here in this game, just like as you have, except I follow the rules. I've agreed to follow the rules and stick to my benevolent path. Nine of Pentacles. And it's reminding me of the star, like reaching up for the stars, reaching up for good things, okay? 2211 as I say that. And I feel like this is a falcon on this card. But bird's eye view is what's coming to mind. Like I said, being 10 steps ahead, and I was about to say 2228. Could be significant. 10 steps ahead, bird's eye view. I'm going to see, even if I cannot physically see you, I see you, okay? And even though I can't physically see you, I see you. And you. Reunion is coming for those who want it. And this energy of judgment, it's coming into play because as divine counterparts come together to do the amazing work that they set out to do in this world, those negative energies want to stop that. It's really the bottom line of what it all is. And as I say that, the smoke's coming this way. 2323 as I say that. Because we're here to do this beautiful work in the world, of course the negative energies don't want that because it moves them out of the way. Those who are misaligned and don't want to heal and don't want to do the work. And speaking of that, people will want to walk in your shoes, but they don't want to do the work it takes to get there. A lot of these karmic energies, whether they are family members, romantic relationships, the businesses, corporations you work for, they want you to keep you on their playing field. Because once so many of us raise in vibration, it triggers other people that don't want to heal, is what I want to say. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Remain balanced. If someone's trying to throw you off your square with that blatant disrespect, and I just used two phrases that aren't mine. They're very specific to two different people. So I know you're watching. When people try to throw you off your square, remain balanced. Okay? No matter how big or small. Remain balanced. Poised is the word that's coming to mind. Okay? Even though I can't see you, I see you. Okay? Third eye. On point. What does the collective need to know at this time? Holy Spirit, please and thank you for these messages. And here's that energy again. So that lets me know that, and literally this message is for a range of people, because you can tell by the range of messages that are coming out. People will feel like you are blind to their intentions of what they're doing, okay? If you feel your energy and you know you're not in that energy, you want to figure out the best way to get out of it, okay? Literally, all you have to do is speak. And I'm gonna get into a video about that, because the placebo effect has been coming through. That's gonna be a whole new video, whole different video. But let me just touch on it a little bit, because we wear these bracelets. We wear, you know, we use the crystals. We use incense, sage, whatever. But it's your intention. Literally, all you have to do is speak, okay? And it will deflect something, okay? The negative energy. All you have to literally do is speak what you do not want in your presence. Speak it out of your existence is what I want to say, okay? Like I said, someone may do mirror magic or scrying with negative intentions, okay? No burden shall be placed upon those it is not called for, is what's coming through. You'll carry your own baggage and then some, okay? Three of Pentacles. This is a team coming together, like-minded individuals. Ten of Cups is soul family, soul tribe. Coming together, harmony, okay? In a family setting. Whether it's soul tribe or an actual family you are creating. Nothing can keep these divine unions apart, okay? Like-minded individuals, all on the same page. Like I said, that blueprint, that can't be 747, as I say, that 2747. That blueprint that can't be read by nobody else. Okay? That's this. I'm going to go to, I don't know why, but I'm being drawn to this mixed deck that I have. But it does have universal energies in it. Star family. Negative entities. So let's just see what comes out. Venusians. Like I said, nobody can keep these divine connections apart. This is the Venusians, okay? Romance, soulmates, empathy, empaths. Venus just went direct. So did Mercury. It's going to happen whether those people like it or not, okay? Coming together of souls. Let's see what comes out. 29 on the timer. That's 11. That is a master number, master visionary. Like I said, somebody could have a whole blueprint in front of them and won't know how to read it because it ain't meant for you, okay? It's the same way as if someone who is not on the same frequency as you cannot understand what's coming out of your mouth. You're not on the same frequency, you're not going to understand. You don't know how to read a blueprint, you won't understand. What does the collective needing this message need to know? Gentleness is the path of peace. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. Now, I ain't big on the Bible, but Apparently somebody is, because I bought this deck and it has Bible passages in it. So, and it's a card that came out, Psalms. But Psalms does have a return to sender spell in there. That's all I'm gonna say, because I spoke on it already. You better go find that video on TikTok. I'm holding a Bible in the thumbnail. I have all that I need. Divine counterparts, you have all that you need. Do not worry as you move forward. Your paths will align. No doubt, okay? Alpha Centaurians, foresight, planning, strategy, okay? Foresight. Foresight. That's why I said I'm 10 steps ahead. My team gonna keep me 10 steps ahead. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Can't make it up. That's literally this. That was channeled out of my mouth, and I can't even repeat it right now because it was channeled to me, through me. But I'm definitely gonna watch this video back to see what I said. And how does that work? Messages being channeled. It's why if you see me in a reading and I'm like, oh, I can't remember what that is. I can't remember what that is. Because literally a flow of information is stopped so that a flow of information can come in. So where there are things that I know, that information is stopped. So that what's being channeling can come through to the messenger who needs to receive it. 10 of Wands. The weight of the world is not yours to carry. I'm not going to carry the weight of the world of not being able to make it where I was supposed to be. Because I know that the path is going to be corrected. And I'll make it to that destination in a different way. Okay? Boundaries, let it go. When you do not make it to a destination, and I said this weekend because I literally was on my way out the door to the store, and Spirit gave me downloads for a very important message. I was held up from going where I needed to be for a little bit because your path is cleared. My team walks before me, on the side of me, hovers above me. They're going to keep me protected. So if that means I got to wait 30, 40 minutes before I can go do what I wanted to do, so be it. I learned to settle into that energy, be comfortable with that energy, because it literally is protection. Okay? The void. Stop, embrace winter, the great cosmic wound. Being in the void, that is a waiting period. And I did see the Hermit earlier as well. That the Hermit is a waiting period. It's a coming back into self. Like I was saying, me knowing that I needed to give a message like this, I just didn't know when. 3333 as I say that. Or what the context would be. I got the message about 2 years ago, and here I am giving the message, understanding in what context it needed to be given. And it took me about 2 years to learn how to give these messages with tact as much as possible. So it's one of the things I'm here this lifetime to learn, obviously. Be comfortable in the void, the waiting. Okay. And wait is right behind it. The waiting, though we were paused or plans were interrupted, the train will not be thrown off the track, okay? It's not time yet. Things are being woven. This is your team, our team, whoever's team. Those of us who have positive intentions. This is your team going before you, preparing the way, making sure there are no obstacles, no pitfalls, okay? Be comfortable in the waiting. Your life is a canvas. And this is literally giving me a canvas. Like somebody, it may calm you down to paint, okay? Artists, manifestation, creative accountability. A bunch of people are about to be held accountable. See everything through the eyes of love. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. I see this going two ways. First of all, what is not meant for you, back away from it. If you do not do the work to attain it, you can't acquire it through someone else and their hard work, is what I want to say to that. But also, love is patient and kind and understanding. So if you feel like your plans were ruined, they were not. They were just rerouted, okay, for another time. And this card says 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 5, but I'm seeing 3, 4, 5. Those numbers are in order, divine order, okay? Baby steps. And I didn't take this card even though I saw it on the bottom of the deck and it came out, okay? It says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Intuition, divine unions. It's coming to mind again. The reading I just did about the title was Be Fanciful Rather Than Practical. Divine counterparts, unions. The energy of divine counterpart unions, okay, it's unconditional love. It will not make sense to the logical mind of us, and definitely not to the logical mind of others, because it's not logical. You're moving from your heart space. Feeling, intuition is guiding you, okay? What you feel. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Don't get caught up in the head. Mind your heart, okay? Bottom of the deck, Anunnaki are significant. From the heavens to earth we came, okay? Earth angels. Now, this is definitely past life energy and an energy of conflict between siblings. Okay? That's a confirmation in itself. Different as night and day is what's coming to mind. This it's also giving me the energy of needing to heal, okay? Because the sun is here and the moon, and they're back to back, so it's like at odds. And literally they look like twins, actually, just two different complexions, but so it's giving me Gemini. And so this is a conflict within self, though, is what it's giving me, okay? And when I spoke about people not wanting to do the healing work, is what this card is giving me. And these two cards ain't in this deck. 3 cards are in this deck, all in line with one another. Tau Satians, resilient, bold, sassy. Fire, okay? Fire element, warrior, passion, fearless. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. How you say somebody talking about you without saying they talking about you. Okay? And I'm hearing you better ask about me. 39:39 on the clock. Let's see. Closing messages. Closing messages, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? And I just saw 9 of Ariel. That is 9 of Pentacles. And Ace of Gabriel. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is here twice. Ace of Michael, I now see that energy is so strong. Step 47, which is my Ace of Swords. Truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. And judgment will be brought into a situation. Excuse me. Six of Ariel is here. Want to flip off the top. That is reunion. Okay. Excuse me. That's Six of Pentacles. Things will be brought into balance. 10 of Ariel is here. 10 of Pentacles. 40-40 as I look up. That is legacy. That is inheritance. Somebody may be coming into an inheritance. Take it as it resonates. Oh, winning ticket is here. Okay, so you may be coming into a windfall money. That's also the 10 of Pentacles. So take it as it resonates. Peace is here. It says release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. There's an energy of judgment. Meaning, if you feel you are being psychically attacked, 41-14 as I say that. If you feel like you're being spiritually targeted, know that you are protected. Keep yourself in a high vibe as much as possible, okay? If you feel yourself in a negative energy, you have to be able to, and as I say this, solutions, you have to be able to flip the switch, okay, to the positive. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. And even as I give this message, the negative energies that target me, I know I have new beginnings coming in. There's too many aces out here. Okay? I still move from a forgiving heart. Okay? Because you have to understand that people move in an unaligned way because they're not healed and they don't want to heal. That does not mean you continue to engage these people, but you can be in the understanding that they simply need to be healed. But you don't have to entertain them. Solutions are still here. You don't have to entertain those energies. They just are what they are. 10 of Gabriel, 10 of Wands. Once again, the 10 of Wands is here. This speaks about burden. Ask your angels for help. Excuse me. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Others people's burdens are not yours to carry. The healing of others, the healing that they don't want to do is not your burden to carry. You can be understanding, but you don't have to carry the burden of them not wanting to heal. Okay? That doesn't have to be a stressor for you is what I want to say. 43-14 as I say that. Leap of faith, Archangel Metatron. You may be seeing 811 a lot. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. And as I said, I move from my heart space. I'm going to keep moving from my heart space. It just is what it is. And this is the message. Thank you for receiving your message and take care.